Students online, all of you, very good morning, everyone. Very good morning. Welcome to today's class. I hope all of you are keeping fine wherever you guys are. Okay, so everybody, I'm gonna share my screen and we're gonna get started. We'll first talk about what we did in our last theory class, and then we'll move forward. Okay. So everybody, in our last theory class, we started a new chapter, and we were talking about computer. Computer what? In our computer what? Computer software, right? So for software, guys, what was the simplest definition I was giving? For software, I said what? It is the definition of software is what's one word you can use? I told you guys to highlight it as well. The programs, right? I told you all when we talk about computer software, where is it? When we talk about computer software, we're talking about programs that run on a computer. So what is a program then? What is a program? A collection of instructions, right? If a program is a collection of instructions, who is going to deal with instructions? Your processor. Exactly. Your processor deals with instructions and produces information. Instructions are executed or processed by your processor, and then something meaningful is shown to you, isn't it? What was the example I showed in class? I showed you all the instruction files, and then I opened it and showed you all the information. Anyone remembers the example I had in class? Which program did I open up first? Word. Not Word, Photoshop, right? I opened Photoshop, right? I first showed you all the data files of Photoshop. Okay, I first showed you all so many files, it didn't make any sense at all. I told you all these are the instructions files. These are the data files of Photoshop. These instruction files or data files are going to be processed by your processor. Everybody okay with this? And then it opens up on your screen. Right. Then guys, under computer software, we had two main categories. Anyone remembers those two categories? No. Usually comes as sub. System and application, right? We had system software, we had application software. System software was managing your whole, boys, girls, system software was managing your entire computer system, right? Your entire computer system was managed by system software. Underneath system software, what did we have? We had utilities. What else? We had operating system and language translators. Your device drivers. Everybody okay with this? I'm going again from the top. We had utilities, operating system, language translators, device drivers. We first spoke about device drivers. What do you guys remember about device drivers? Every dash has a device driver. What do you guys remember about device driver? With a particular hardware device. Exactly. Every hardware device has a small software. We call that software a device driver. Is it clear? Your monitor, your keyboard, your trackpad, your speaker, your microphone. Every hardware device has a software that will tell your computer how to work with it. That software is what we call our device driver. Everybody okay with this? Then guys, when we spoke about utilities, I broke it down into a few more categories. What were they? Sorry? Backup, creating duplicates of your files, creating copies of your files. Next, what do we have? We had backup, compression, reducing the size of your file. Next, what do we have? Not anti-malware. Defragmentation, organizing the files. Next, what do we have? Formatting. We had formatting as well, right? Okay. So now, guys, we came and stopped at which point? We came and stopped at operating system, right? We went through operating system, but we didn't complete it, isn't it? So let's go through that now. Everybody, I'm gonna continue from there. Why is this? Application. So give me a second. Let me first sort this out. Right, everybody, can we move down over here? Okay, 1 second. Let me first note down where we came. Operating system, we went through single user, network operating system, functions of the operating system. Okay, language translators, we did this question. Okay, now we need to go through application software, right? Guys online, give me a second. The laptop is having some problems here. Okay, yes, CC, what's wrong? Right, everybody, can we come down? You don't have textbook with you, you bring it. You don't have one. Okay, then the break, we take it from the back office, okay? Girls, everyone, behind what's going on there? Not under the table, I have told you it has to be inside your bag. Everyone, can you come down to application software? Everybody, boys, girls, Himal, all of y'all. Application software, please. Okay. Now, guys, can you all read the bold words over there? The words that I have made bold over there, can you all read it, please? Helps the user carry out specific tasks, isn't it? Depending on the activity you want to perform, depending on the task that you want to do, application software is going to help you. Everybody okay with this? Application software is going to help you. Can you guys keep reading it? Everyone, can you keep reading it? Sorry? No, read it to yourself. Read it to yourself. Okay, helps the user carry out specific tasks. Keep going. That are not related to the operating system. Okay, so now these apps which you have on your smartphone, you have on your laptop. Okay, can you see whatever I said over here? You can download them from the internet, or you can even purchase them. Now, in today's world, guys, in most cases, we simply download them from the internet. When I told you guys that you all need to install the Office package, you all got it downloaded from the internet. So in today's world, most cases, you download it from the internet. Previously, guys, you would buy a CD or a DVD that would have the software. But in today's world, do we have devices that even support CD, DVD? No, right? So in today's world, we mostly download it. You were going to say something? So in today's world, we mostly download the app from the internet. Right. Now, guys, we are going to go through so many categories. We will be going through so many categories of application software. Can you guys come to the first one now? Everybody, first one, please. What do we have over here? Word processing software. Now, guys, each category performs a specific function for the user. Now, remember, in your exam, they will ask you the category. They will never ask you for brand names. But to make it easier for you all to understand, I'm going to give you all some brand names. But can you use these names in your exam? These brand names you can't use. In the exam, if the examiner says, so-and-so wants to create a letter, what type of software should he use? What would you say? Word processing. You will not say Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word is a brand name. Examiner doesn't accept brand names. Are we okay with this? Right. Can you guys read it now? The first paragraph. Word processing lets the user create documents, letters, reports, menus, leaflets, posters, information sheet, things like this. You will be using a word processing software. Are we good? Everybody okay with this? Can you all see the examples I have given you all? Letters, reports, essays. For these type of documents, you go for word processing. Are we good? Can you all see the two examples I gave you all also? You have Microsoft Word by Microsoft Office. You have Writer by something called LibreOffice. Are these the only two examples or are there even more? There are a lot more. I have just given you all only two. Are we good? Right. Shall we move on to the next one? We have something called desktop publishing. When you are working with complicated page layouts, have you seen, guys, certain restaurants, the menu card, not all the pages are same. Some pages you can open them out, isn't it? Some pages are smaller. Some restaurants have a really fancy menu card, right? Or a menu book, you can say. When you are working with complicated page layouts, like certain leaflets, certain brochures, you can open it this way, you can open it that way, you can open it up, you can open it down. When you're working with complicated, page layouts, you will be using a software called what? Desktop publishing. Everybody okay with this? Think about this, guys. In grocery stores, you have boxes, no? Like, for example, you have the milk powder box. That could have been designed in desktop publishing. It could have. Okay? Desktop publishing software is used to work with complicated page layouts. Okay? Can you guys read it to yourself now? Everybody, can you all read it yourself now? They are very similar to word processing, but they have a few more features. And they are ideal when you're working with complicated page layouts. Newsletters, newspapers, magazines, brochures, okay, things like this, you will go for desktop publishing. Are we okay? Himal, are you with me? Okay. Can you guys read the bold words? Mostly used to create. Can you read the bold words in desktop publishing? Magazines, newspapers, booklets, things like this, we will be using desktop publishing. Okay, girls, all of y'all? Can you move on to the next one? Next, what do we have? Spreadsheet software. Can you all see the bold words over there? Used to do calculations. Now, spreadsheet and word processing is a part of your practical syllabus. Is it clear? So you will notice, guys, lots of calculations we will be doing in spreadsheets. Okay. Can you all see the examples I have given you? We have something called Calc by OpenOffice. We have Microsoft Excel by Microsoft Office. Are we good? Everyone okay with this? Right. Let's keep moving. Then over here, there is a past paper question. Can everyone come down over here? Over here, please. What does it say over here? Describe the purpose of application software. In your own words, guys, tell me. Helps the user in performing specific tasks. Okay. Helps the user in performing specific tasks. Okay. Everyone, can I get it down? Helps the user in performing specific tasks. Okay. Okay. Write down. Okay, everyone. Helps the user in performing specific tasks. Right. Those who are done, can you all read the marking scheme answer also? Their wording is slightly different. Have a look at it. The marking scheme answer is slightly different. Okay. Right. Guys, girls, we are going to move on to another software known as database. Okay. Database software is ideal for storing large amounts of data. If you think about a school, you have a student database. In a hospital, you have a hospital database where all the patient records are stored. Everybody okay with this? In a school, we have a database of students' details, parents' details, your grades, your performance, your attendance. Everybody is okay with this? Database is also a part of your practical syllabus. We will be learning about databases. Okay, can you guys read the bold words? Used to enter, edit, and search data. Everybody okay with this? Can you read it? Okay. And can you all see the examples I have given you? You have something called Base by OpenOffice, Oracle by MySQL. Now, guys, do you know what Access by Microsoft Office? Everybody, Microsoft Office has a database software called Access. Okay, I did not put that in the example, but you all now know about it, right? Okay, right. Shall we keep moving? Then when it comes to creating web pages, what category do we use? Creating of web pages, not viewing it, creating it. To create the web page, we use something called web authoring. Are we good? Can you guys read the bold words over there? Everybody, bold words, please. Lets users create web pages that include text, images, and videos. Okay, so to create a web page, you use web authoring. To view it, we use a different software, which we will talk about later. Okay, everybody, so far so good. Right, can you guys see the language we use to construct a web page? HTML. Can you also see the, what does it stand for? Hypertext Markup Language. Everybody with me on this? So web authoring is used to construct a web page. To construct a web page, we use a language called HTML. Okay, right. Then guys, to view a web page, we use something called web browsing. Are we good? To view a web page, we use something called web browsing. Can you guys see the example of web authoring? We have Dreamweaver. You guys will be learning about Dreamweaver in your practical class. Okay, in your practical class, we will be learning about Dreamweaver. Okay, right. Then we have something called Edit Plus. Okay, these are examples. Okay, whose device is that? It should be on silent. Yours. Your device. You put it on silent, please. Okay. Right. Can you move on to graphics editing, everyone? Can we move down to graphics editing? Can you all see the bold words over there? Allows users to create or edit graphics. Okay, give me an example, guys. You have captured a photograph. You want to increase the brightness. You want to put some text to it. You want to do some cropping. What do you go for? Graphics editing. Okay, in your practical syllabus, we will be learning graphics editing. we will be learning about something called GIMP. Okay, can you guys see the examples I have given you all here? Serif, Affinity, Adobe Illustrator. Everybody okay with this? When you want to create a logo, you go for graphics editing. Are we good? Then we have something called photo editing. Oh guys, I kind of messed up my explanation. Anyway, can you guys come down to photo editing? When you have captured a photograph and you want to edit it, then you use photo editing. When you want to create an image, you want to create a company logo, for example, what do you go with? Photo editing or graphics editing? Graphics editing. Everybody okay with this? Normally, when you want to create a graphics from scratch means what? From zero. From zero, you want to create a company logo. Then you go for graphics editing. But you have captured a photograph, you want to adjust the brightness, you go for photo editing. Is the difference clear? Everybody okay with this? Let's keep moving. Then sound editing, to edit soundtracks. That's all. Okay, to edit soundtracks. Let me ask you a question like this. What are some of the features you would find in a sound editing software? What are some of the tools? Yeah. Increased volume. Okay, increased volume. You can say amplify the sound quality. Okay, okay. Sound ending now. What do you say? Add background noises. Very true. Add a track on top of it. Guys, what are the features you would find in a sound editing software? Cut, or we say trim. Is it clear? You want to cut short the track or you want to trim the track. Something else? Make multi-track. You mean bring multiple tracks together? Okay, he said that. Add a track to it. Recording. Okay, make it faster or slower. What else? Fade in, fade out. Okay, these are some of the features you would find in sound editing. Then let's go again. Photo editing, what are the features you would find? You guys should be able to answer this. Cropping. Brightness. Change the lighting. Think on your smartphones, how many times you already edited pictures? Yeah. Effects. Adding text to it. Okay, adding text to it, adding effects to it, putting filters to it. Isn't it? Sorry? Removing background, adjusting background. These are features you would find in photo editing, isn't it? Drawing on the image, isn't it? Okay, these are features you would find in photo editing. Awesome. Then guys, can we come down to presentation? When you have a large amount of information to present to an audience, it's best to go for presentation software. This is also a part of your practical syllabus. We'll be learning about PowerPoint. Can you guys read this? Allow users to create engaging multimedia. Stop there. Multimedia means what? Multimedia. Under multimedia, what do you expect to find? Audio, video, and images. Can you just put an arrow there and mention it? Audio, video, and images. Under multimedia, you would find these three: audio, video, and images. Can you guys just put an arrow there? And I have mentioned it. No, I have mentioned it there, including images, text, animation, and video. Are we good? This is presentation software. Okay, everyone? All good? What's wrong? Okay. So multimedia is audio, video, images. Okay. Right. Let's keep moving, guys. So guys, over here, this question I asked you all. It has come here. Can you guys give me four? Give me four features from what your friends just told us. Give me four features from what your friends told us below. So insert, text box, draw. You can answer. Recording. Recording is possible. Amplifying. How do you spell it now? Amplifying. Something else? Adjusting the pitch. Okay. Adjusting the pitch. Okay. Sorry? Okay, adding or merging, adding multiple tracks. Multiple tracks. Okay, adding multiple tracks. What else? Okay, that's four, no? Okay, can you guys also read the marking scheme? You didn't get chapter 2 past paper questions also? Sorry, this is a textbook. Okay, my bad. Okay. Adding multiple tracks. One second. All good, everyone? Right. Guys, girls, everyone, we're going to move on to the next one. Guys, do you all remember in chapter 1, I told you all no sensors are input devices, right? Sensors will detect what's happening in the environment. And who do they talk to? What do you say? I'll say the answer. The processor, right? The sensor will talk to the processor. The processor will make a decision, no? Open the door, close the door, increase temperature, decrease temperature, or spray water. It will make a decision, no? Once it makes a decision, a hardware device needs to perform the decision, no? Everyone okay with this? What were we calling that hardware device? Very good, control device. Everyone okay with this? So for example, a motor will open the door. The motor is known as a control device, isn't it? Or for example, we have a sprinkler that will sprinkle water. The sprinkler is known as a control device because it performs an output. Now guys, let's say for example, I had an automatic opening door over here. Say for example, I have an automatic opening door over here. To control that door, will I have a software? The speed it opens at, how much does it open? Will there be a software for it? There would definitely be a software, right? There would be a software to control how the door opens and closes. Think about the lift. The lift, you can choose which floor you want to go to, right? You can choose the alarm sound, right? You can set the maximum weight, right? Isn't it? So for the lift, don't you guys agree that there is a software for it? Everyone, boys with me? Don't you agree that for the lift to operate, there is a software that tells the lift how to operate? Agreed. So that application is what we call control application. Everybody okay with this? The application that controls how a certain hardware device works is known as a control application. So for example, guys, I just remembered something. You all know the escalator? All of you have seen escalators, right? So an escalator is controlled by a software. What would you call that software? That software would come under what category? Control application. You can say escalator software, but that sounds so silly, right? So you say it's a control application. Can you guys give me another example of a control application? Something where there is a sensor, the sensor detects, processor processes, and then there is an output. The amount of weight in the lift I already took. No, give me something else, you know. Once. Automatic doors. What were you going to say? Smoke alarms. Very nice. Smoke alarms. Something else? Anything else you guys can tell me? Security alerts or security systems? A burglar system, right? A burglar system where the alarm would start beeping. That would use a control application. Everybody okay with this? This is our last one. Can you? No, we have some more. We have some more. Can everyone read this? I have a video to show you all after that. Everyone read this. After this, I have a video to show you all. An interesting video. Control applications are used with control devices and they are used to make something happen in the real world. Everybody okay with this? They are used to make something happen in the real world. Okay. So normally what do? Is used to automate the movement of control devices. Okay. Like automatic opening door, like a lift, like a burglar alarm system. Everybody okay with this? Then what about vehicles, guys? In vehicles, what do? You press your remote button. What does it do? The lock opens or the lock closes, right? There is a software for it. That software is known as a control application. Okay, boys, behind everyone, okay there? Okay. So in control software, can you guys read this last paragraph? They take input from one or more sensors. The processor will make a decision what to do. And then the control device will perform an output. What program is managing all this? The input, the process, the output. What do we call the program that's managing all this? Control application. Okay, the sensor, the processor, and the control device is all managed by a program called control application. Everybody okay with this? Now, we were talking about escalators, right? Everyone know about what an escalator is, right? Okay, so it's like mechanical moving stairs, isn't it? I'm about to show you guys a video. The video is a bit slow. This was not slow. It's a bit old. This is a video from 2018. Okay, a stand-up comedian is explaining his experience of escalators in Zambia. Have you all seen this? Himal, do you remember what I'm going to show you? The Himal knows, others do not know yet. Okay, guys, check this out. An interesting video. Right, everybody, let's keep moving, guys, girls, everyone, let's keep moving. Can we come down over here? Communication software. Can you guys read the bold words? Everybody, bold words, please. Provides remote access. What does remote access mean? You are accessing something that's physically not next to you. Agreed? When you use Instagram, guys, when you use Instagram, is Instagram server with physically next to you? No, right? That server is in the US, for example. But from Sri Lanka, you're accessing that server. So we call that what? Remote access. You are somewhere, the server is somewhere else, and through the internet, you're accessing it. Everybody okay with it? So can you guys read the bold words? This is what we call communication software. Provides remote access to systems and allow users to contact people using the internet. Can we be reading it, please? Everybody? You can use it to send files, messages, text, all that can be done. Can you all see the categories? You have web browsers. Okay. Can I have some examples of web browsers? Chrome? No. Gmail is not a web browser. Chrome? Yahoo is a search engine. Firefox, Safari, enough. Bing is a search engine. Email service providers, who do we have? Gmail, iCloud, or you can say Outlook. Outlook is another one. Yahoo Mail is another one. Okay, social media, Instagram, Snapchat. SMS is, what does SMS stand for? Very good. Short messaging service. Then MMS stands for multimedia messaging service. So SMS is only for text. MMS is for images, videos, things like that. Okay. Multimedia messaging service. Instant messaging, what do we have? WhatsApp, Viber, okay. Video conferencing, Zoom. Again, you can mention WhatsApp also. Teams. Okay. Online gaming. What do you say? FIFA. Don't give me websites. Give me a software that is used. GTA Online. Is it multiplayer? Can multiple players play at the same time? Okay. Now, for example, I have heard Mortal Kombat. Okay. God. What is that? How do you spell it? A Call of Duty. COD. Okay. Then there was another one called Steam, right? But Steam is live streaming only, right? There was another one students used to tell me. I forgot it. Twitch. Twitch or something, right? Twitch is for streaming. Then what is Steam for? For gaming, right? For downloading games. For downloading only. Okay, just put card. Okay, PUBG if you want, you can put. Okay. Roblox. Right, everybody, I'll get down these examples. Get down these examples, you know. Everybody, examples, please. Some of them examples, some of them I give the definition. Please note it down. Come on, guys, girls, all of you, we should be busy getting these down. Atif, did you get it down? Yeah. Hurry up. So communication software allows for users to communicate using computing devices. The communication can be sending of files, messages, audio, video, text, all that. Okay. It's a bit slow. We need to move on. Right, I'm going to move on from here. Boys over there. Boys over there. Well done. Okay, there is also a past paper question, so I'm going to answer that. You all can also write with me. The learners use communication software. We just spoke about it. Describe the purpose of communication software. What does it do? Allows users to communicate, to remotely communicate. Okay. This software, this category of software, everybody, this category of software allows users to remotely communicate with other users around the world. Just give me two examples. Examples are, give me two softwares that you can use. Don't give brand names. I said no brand names. WhatsApp will come under instant messaging. No, no, I don't want brand names. Instant messaging and email. Okay. Let's keep moving. I think we can finish chapter 2 today. Okay. Himalaya, noting it down. Okay. Right. Guys, you're going to keep moving. Those who are done, can you all read the marking scheme answer? So then he goes on to say, everybody, next we have a question that says, describe the function of a web browser. So you use a web browser to view web pages, right? In order to view websites and web pages, we use a web browser. Can we note that down, please? Everybody, you can say over here, in order to view websites and web pages, a web browser is used. Can also be used to surf the internet. Surf the internet means visit a variety of various websites. Can also be used to surf the internet. Okay, let's keep moving. Now guys, I just realized, guys, I have missed out a part called project management software. Everybody okay with this? So in your writing books, guys, can you all take this note down, please? I just realized the project management part I have missed out in the textbook, and I have asked you all a question about it. Now, why don't you all first listen to me? Everybody listen to me. Now, guys, there are everybody look here. Guys, look here. There is a software known as project management software, and the name itself tells you what does the software do. It is used to manage a project. Now, everybody think about this. Say, for example, guys, the construction of a building is taking place. Everyone looking at me. The construction of a building is taking place. When it comes to constructing a building, guys, you have many people working in it, isn't it? In terms of laborers, we say boss. In terms of laborers, we have a lot of people, right, doing various jobs, isn't it? And then we have also tools that need to be used, right? Various tools need to be brought in. They need to be used at a certain time, So it's very difficult for one person to manage everything. When it comes to building a building, guys, many floors, many employees involved, many what you call suppliers involved, many tools involved, a big budget is there, things have to be completed on time. For one person to manage it, for there to be one manager, it's very difficult. So normally, guys, you can use a software called project management software. In project management software, you can put what are the tasks that need to be done. Who is going to be doing these tasks? When should the task start? By when should it finish? Okay. What tools are going to be used for this? What is the budget for it? Everybody okay with this? So the software will monitor and manage the project for you. You get it? I'll give you guys one more example. In a school, guys, in a school, creating a school timetable is very, very difficult. Okay, because the classes must not clash with each other. When a teacher is teaching biology, she should not be in any other class. You get it? Teachers, the timetable should not clash with anybody else, right? You get my point? So creating a school timetable is very, very complicated for one person to do it. So you know what type of software they would use? They would use something called project management software. Okay, you wanted to say something? To create a school timetable, guys, you would use something called project management. In the software, what would you do? You would tell what classes are there, what subjects are there, what are the teachers, which teacher does which subject, when are they available, when are they off. Is it clear? You guys get my point? Because for a person to create this, it's very, very difficult. It's too complicated. But a software can do it for you. So can we take down a short note over here, everybody? Can we take down a short note of project management? I'll put it over here. I'll put it over here. Can you all note it down, please, on your writing books? Project management software. This is an application software that can be used to manage an entire project of an organization. Okay, so let's give an example. For example, when it comes to the construction of a building, it becomes very difficult for one person to manage the whole project or to manage the whole construction. So instead, project management software can be used, everybody, can be used to track the tasks that need to be done, the timeline. I'll tell you what timeline is, the tools and the people. One more, the tools, the budget and the people. Are we good? I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so instead we can use project management software. Okay. There's one more note to take down over here. Okay. In project management, we have a feature called what? Critical path. Okay. This is a list of tasks that Wait. Don't write this last sentence. Critical path is what? This is a list of tasks where if any one of them were to be delayed, the whole project would get delayed. Are we all okay with this? First note it down, then I'll explain it to you all. Okay, I'll tell you all what is critical path. Boys, come on. Everyone. So, boys, have you taken this down? You will never do that. Note it down somewhere in your textbook even. Say at the bottom. Come on, guys. Let's talk about this critical path. Okay. In project management, guys, there are certain tasks in a project where if those tasks get delayed, the whole project is going to get delayed. I'll give you guys an example. Okay. Boys, girls, everyone, should I give you an example? All of y'all must have a writing book with y'all. Everybody must have a textbook, a writing book, and your past paper questions y'all must be having. Okay? Because you'll be doing revision and all on your writing book only, I'll be doing it. We didn't bring it today, but you should be having one, okay? With your notes and all in it. Right, everybody, look at this thing below. Everyone, can you put that away, Himal? You should be writing. Okay? If you all can't see, all should be coming in front, and that should be in the bag. In the bag, please. Okay, right. Everybody, think about this. We'll say, for example, we are having a football, tournament happening at Platinum, for example. Okay, and we'll say we are using a software to manage this entire tournament. Now, before the tournament happens, so many activities need to take place now. Booking of the ground needs to be done. Advance payment needs to be done. We need to find referees. We need to get costumes, jerseys. Then, for example, the cones need to be bought, isn't it? There are various things that need to be done, isn't it? Now, for example, let's take the example of costumes. Normally, by when do we get the costume? If the tournament is happening on the 20th of June, by around the 15th, we would be getting the, not costumes, man, the uniforms, the jerseys, isn't it? By around 15th, we would be getting the jerseys. Now, if there is a delay in receiving of the jerseys by one day, does it affect the entire football tournament? No, right? The football, if it gets delayed by one day, we still have 5 more days remaining. So not a problem. If it gets delayed by 2 days, also not a problem. Delayed by 3 days, also not a problem. Isn't it? Now, there are certain tasks where if they get delayed, it doesn't affect the whole project. Are we okay with this? But there are certain tasks, if they got delayed, the whole tournament is going to get delayed. I'll give you guys an example. Arrival of chief guest. For the tournament, we have a chief guest arriving. Okay, the tournament is supposed to start at, we'll say 9 a.m. Chief guest is supposed to be there at 8:30 a.m. He's supposed to cut the ribbon and say, I declare whatever, and then the tournament starts. Now, if the chief guest gets late, what's going to happen? The whole tournament is going to get delayed, isn't it? Just like this guy is there. Now, for example, let's say the refreshments got delayed. Does this affect? I mean, normally refreshments, if it gets delayed, not a problem, right? The program can still go on, isn't it? So refreshments, refreshments getting delayed doesn't affect the whole program. But for example, one match, a player got injured, and so the match had to be held for some time. Is the whole tournament going to get affected? When one match gets delayed, because after that match, the next match starts. So when one match gets delayed, all the other matches are going to get delayed as well. Is it clear? So everyone, critical path has activities or tasks where if any one of them got delayed, what happens? The whole project is going to get delayed. That is what we call critical path. So normally the tasks that come under critical path, you take them very, very seriously. Why? Why do you take them so seriously? Why do you take the activities that come under critical path very seriously? You don't want to get delayed because they affect the entire project. Like I told you, chief case getting late, you will give a lot of priority to chief case arrival because you know if he gets late, the whole tournament is going to get delayed. Isn't it, guys? Okay, this is what we call critical path. Are we all okay with this? When it comes to constructing a building also, managers will identify what is the critical path. What are the activities where when it comes to building a building, if these activities get delayed, the whole project building is going to get delayed. And they'll give a lot of importance to those tasks. Are we okay with this? Right. Can you guys come down to the question now? Describe two key features of project management software that you could use to make sure the project is completed before the deadline. What can we talk about? So I just spoke to you all about something called critical path, right? Should I talk about critical path? So let's talk about critical path. A feature in project management software is called critical path. Okay, generating of critical path. Okay, this would show you the list of tasks that the list of tasks that if any of them were to get delayed, the whole project would get delayed. The whole project would get delayed. Are we good? Another feature can be what, guys? I told you something called timeline. Okay, you know what a timeline is? A timeline will show you day by day what's going to happen. Say, for example, the project is scheduled to start on the 1st of June and it's supposed to end on the 30th of June. The timeline will show you day by day what activities are supposed to take place. Are we all okay with this? 1st of June, these are the activities. 2nd of June, these are the activities. That's what we call a timeline. So another feature we can talk about is a timeline can be used to show the activities or the tasks. We say tasks to show the tasks that would be taking place daily, that would be taking place from the start date to the end date. A timeline can be used to show the tasks that would be taking place from the start date to the end date. This is what we call a timeline. Then you can also have a tool to manage your budget. How much are we spending? How much do we have available? Have we overspent? Okay. You can also have a tool called your budget, which will show you how much you have spent so far in your project. Okay. Can you guys read the marking scheme answer? Those who are done, marking scheme answer, please. Read the marking scheme answer. Now, everyone over here, chapter 2, software past paper questions, everyone is having it, right? Okay, everyone should be having. Only you won't have it, right? What's your name? Zahid. So, Zahir. Okay, so you joined today's the first day or you were there the other days? Okay, so ICT first class, right? So you don't have, everybody else has it. You also don't have. Okay, right. So I had to get only 2 copies, right? Right, let's move everyone. I'm moving down now. Can you all read the marking scheme answers, guys? They have spoken about something called a Gantt chart. A Gantt chart is similar to a, what do they put slash? Gantt chart or Gantt chart and timeline are the same thing. Okay. Collaboration tools we did not talk about. Okay. Reporting tools to tell people what's happening. Okay. So some of the tools we haven't spoken about, it's there in the marking scheme. Okay. Human resource management tools means how to manage employees. How can they be used? For what task can they be used? How much are they going to be paid? Everybody? That's what they call human resource tools. Right. Then guys, we're going to move on to something called software licensing. Can everyone come over here? Software licensing basically proves that you have got the software in a legal way. Everybody okay with it? Is it possible to get a software illegally? No, very much possible. There are ways to illegally get a software where you have not purchased it the right way. You have illegally got it. I'll tell you all how that works. Okay. So a license proves, what does a license prove? You have got the software in a legal way. Okay. In a fair manner, you have obtained it. So there are three types of software licenses that we're going to look at. Can you guys read the first two paragraphs first? Sometimes users need a license in order to install their software. They need to have a license in order to install and use it. Okay, so there are many types. What are the three types, guys? We have free, open source, and proprietary. Can you all read that? Did you know fact? Did you know fact, please? Using a software without a valid license is called software. Okay, right. So everybody, let's keep moving, guys. Can we come down to software licensing? Everybody, software licensing, please. Okay, right. We're going to go through the first category here. Okay, boys, girls, everyone. The first category of software licensing, which is free software. Above free, guys, can you all just put an arrow and say freedom? Above free, just put an arrow and say freedom. I'll tell you why I said freedom in a little while's time. Everyone, can you all just put freedom above free? Okay. Just put the word freedom above free. Okay, that free refers to freedom. Okay, not financially free. Okay, right. Everybody, can you all read the first sentence now? Gives users the right to study the software. You can study how the software has been built. You can modify it. You can make copies of it and you can distribute it. Are we all okay with this? You can you guys read that sentence again? In this software, guys, in free software, what do you get? You get the ability, let's highlight that. You can study how the software operates. You can modify it. You can make copies of it and you can also distribute it. You're allowed to do all that, which is why we call it free software. You might have to pay for it. Are we okay with this? You might have to pay for it, but once you pay for it, you have complete freedom to do whatever you want. Are we all good? Can you guys keep reading it? The software can be distributed free of charge or for a fee. The word free, this free refers to what? User's freedom. You can make changes to it. The build software, you can make changes to it. Okay? If you know how to program a software, if you know how to code a software, if you know how to develop a software, you're allowed to make changes to it.
So if I change it, it changes only for me or
it changes only for you, but you can sell those. The change software, you have every right to sell it. You have complete freedom. That's why we call it free software. Everybody okay with this? Category number one is okay. This is where you might have to pay for it. But once you pay and obtain it, you have complete freedom to do whatever you want. Okay? Can you guys move on to the second one, open source software? Can we all move down to open source? Can everyone read open source? Okay, can you guys move down to open source? Can you guys read this? Can you guys highlight a key word over here? Everyone, can you highlight this key word over here? This license makes there is something called source code. Okay, guys, above source code, can you all put a short note over there? Above source code, can you all say the coding files of a software? Can you guys put a note over there? The coding files of a software. The coding files of a software. Can you put a note over there? The coding files of a software. So what is it saying over there? The coding files of a software are made available to the user. Now, does it become easier for you to modify? They are giving you the coding files as well. The files that were used to build the software, those files are also provided to you. So wouldn't it become easier for you to modify? For you to modify the software, it becomes even easier. Okay, so this is what we call open source. The software is financially free. You don't have to pay anything for it. And on top of that, what do they give you? On top of that, what do they give you? They give you the source code. So you can actually modify the software based on your requirements. Everybody, you all know VLC Media Player, right? So VLC Media Player is financially free. It's open source as well. Check this out. I'm going to come here and type VLC Media Player. Now, if you want, guys, you can download the software. And if you want, you can also modify the software. Read this. Read this, guys, here. If you want, you can download the software. Read this now. What do they say over here? You can also directly get the source code. Now, the source code I wouldn't understand because software development I haven't done. Okay. But if you do know software development, you will be able to modify the software as per your requirements. And can you sell those changes? Yes, you can. The modified software, you can sell it under your own name. Okay. We have an operating system called Linux. If you go to see the number of versions Linux has, it's so many because Linux is open source. Users can modify it and then resell it under whatever name they want. You get it? So there are so many versions for Linux. Are we good? Okay, can you guys read it to yourself? Read it by yourself now. VLC Media Player, Open Office. These are all open source softwares. Okay, everybody? Okay, and then we have one more. This is a very strict license, which we call proprietary software. You can sell. You can sell, but who is going to buy it when it's available for free? You get my point? It's available for free. So why would somebody, unless their computer knowledge is not that good, then they might fall for it. But otherwise, if it's available now, VLC is available for free. You telling to pay and get it, nobody's going to do it, isn't it? Everybody okay with this? Okay. Now you have a feature like this. Some people, they advertise like this. When you buy the laptop, they're going to give you VLC Media Player for free. Sometimes some people advertise it this way. VLC Media Player plus what you call Chrome plus Firefox. All these we're going to provide it to you for free. Now some people fall for this. Now do you have to pay for Chrome and all that? No, right? So these guys are just playing with you by saying if you buy the laptop, we give Chrome and VLC Media Player and Firefox all for free. It's just, they're just playing with you, okay, by using that word free. Okay, right. Everybody, can we come down to the third one, proprietary? Now, this is a very strict software. Okay, this is owned by a company and only that company has the right to sell the software. You have no right to modify it or change it or distribute it or copy it. Everybody okay with this? Microsoft Office, for example, very strict on how you can use it. So we call it what? Proprietary. Yeah. There are in Sri Lanka. Like I told you, in Sri Lanka, software piracy is not taken seriously. But in the UK, you try it, you'll get into trouble immediately. In Sri Lanka, like companies use crack software. Because like really, it's so relaxed over here. Okay. But in certain countries, they are very, very strict about it. Okay. So guys, what is proprietary? Software where there are terms and conditions for you to follow. It's owned by a company. Only that company has a right to copy it, make changes to it, to distribute it. Okay. Can you guys read it now? Example, Office package. Example, Adobe Photoshop. Okay. These are what we call proprietary software. Okay. There are 2 past paper questions. Can we quickly do that, everybody? You will definitely get in trouble. Maybe not in the first day, but after some time, when the internet detects that you're using a crack software, they will be tracking your IP address and figuring out where you live. Okay. Or sometimes what happens is Microsoft from their end will block the software from working on your laptop. Okay. Sometimes they will just block it. When you connect to the internet, they will block it. Everyone, can we answer this? Kiki's smartphone uses an open source operating system. Open source operating system. Which one of these describes the source code in an open source operating system? It is made available to users. Then let's keep moving. State what is meant by the term open source. So what shall we say? In open source, what is so special, guys? The source code is provided so users can modify the software as per their requirements. You can say the source code of the software is provided so users can modify the software as per their requirements. Are we good with this? Yeah, answer is B. Yeah. Okay, guys, students online, I'm going to move on to past paper questions now. More past paper questions. Okay, so let's open this up now. I didn't get you. Two. Chapter 2. Chapter 1, I was supposed to give you all for homework. I forgot about it and I missed the date. Right, everybody, chapter 2, past paper questions, page number. Everybody, page number, what's the number here? Page number 3 here. Question number 6. Everybody, we're all answering together. Jason has downloaded the images from his camera onto his laptop. Give 2 reasons why he should also make backup copies of the images. Why would somebody have to make backup or do backup? In case he accidentally, everyone we are writing, in case he accidentally deletes his photographs, in case the photos are stolen, okay, in case it gets corrupted, in case the files are corrupted by a virus or malware, or in case they are lost due to, in case the storage device is damaged due to a natural disaster. These are reasons why you would do a backup. You create copies. Okay, I'm moving down now. Okay, girls behind. Come on, guys, I'm running out of time. So question 6 is done. We are going to move down. 7 is done, 8 is done, 9 is done. 10, guys, state the type of utility software that reduces the size of a file. You would talk about compression software. Everybody, can we get down compression here? Everybody, compression, please. Everybody, compression. Question 10, compression. Okay. Then we are going to move down to question number. Can everyone come down to question 14? Have a look at question 14. You can see over here, here is a diagram that shows secondary storage. There are 3 files, A, B, and C are stored on it. Each file is made up of multiple blocks. And right now, the files are stored in a very unorganized manner. Complete the diagram to show the state of the storage after running a defragmentation utility here. So then after running defragmentation, what would happen to the files? They would get organized, right? So then can you guys organize it for me? A1. Okay, can you get down the answer, guys? Very nice. So A1, A2, A3. There's no A4, no? A4 is there. Then B1. B2 is also there. C1. Okay, now your files are arranged in an organized manner. There is an order being followed. No unnecessary empty gaps in between. What's wrong? Okay. Everybody okay with this? Right, I'm going to move away from here. Okay, everybody, can we come down to question number? Everybody, question 18. Guys, girls, question 18, please. In question 18, they ask you, which one of these makes it possible for a user to enter data using a mouse? No. Operating system. What did I tell you? Operating system controls your hardware and prepares it to run other application software, right? So here your answer is going to be your operating system. The type of software that control. What's the answer here? Read it again. Both answers are wrong. Read again. Here, boys. At least he's trying. Are you all serious? Operating system, right? That's the exact definition for operating system. The type of software that controls the hardware. I showed you already. If I want to control my speaker, I have to go through my operating system to increase the volume or decrease the volume. If I want to control my webcam, I have to go through my operating system. And then if I want to install any application, I have to tell my operating system to install it for me. That's the definition for operating system. Controls the hardware and prepares it to run other software. So here your answer is A. Okay. Moving down, guys. Question number 20. Read it. Boys. Everyone. Katie sends the email to the printer and a printer is out of paper. Message is displayed on the monitor. Explain how this message is generated. Sensor, okay. So the sensor will detect that there is no paper in the tray. Okay, and it will inform whom? It will inform the processor. No, it will inform the printer. The printer will inform the, we don't say processor, we say operating system. Everybody, let's go in order. You can say the sensor in the printer tray will detect that there is no paper, and it would inform the printer. The printer would then inform the computer's OS. You know what OS means, no? Operating system. One of the functions of the operating system is what? This message is known as a what? There is no paper in your tray. What's this message known as? Warning. You are asking to take a printout, but there is no paper in the tray. This is a alert. Close. What do you say? Error message. So what does the operating system do with error messages? One of the functions of the operating system is error handling. Very nice. Okay. Error handling. The printer would then inform the computer's OS. Since the OS is responsible for error handling, it would display the message or this message to the user in an appropriate manner. Now, guys, the message that the printer generates, you wouldn't understand. It will be zeros and ones. It will make no sense to you. Your operating system will take that message, translate it, put it in a dialog box, and then tell you what the error is. Are you writing it, boys, over there? This is what we call error handling. And this is done by your operating system. There is no paper in the tray. Okay, operating system will then decide what to do. See if you can answer the next question. Katie uses word processing, spreadsheet, and graphics software. These are examples of a specific type. These are all application softwares. They allow the user to perform specific tasks. Okay. So here, what do we say? Where's the text box? So over here, we would say application software. Everybody okay with this? Right. I'm going to keep moving. Pat has a desktop PC at home. One role of the PC's operating system is to provide security. Stop there. Tell me, how does it provide security? In the form of? We spoke about this. How does your operating system give you security? Tell me again. Sensor, no. How do you protect your device from unauthorized access? Password. Is that all? Fingerprint, all that comes under? Biometrics. It provides you with biometrics. Then on the internet, if you do not want users breaking into your device, what was that called? No. Firewall. I told you all, I'll just tell you all the name. I'll explain how it works later on in chapter 5. Firewall, right. Now, that's not the question. One role is security. What are the other roles of an operating system? We just spoke about one little while ago. Error handling. Keep going. Sorry. Print spooling. Excellent. Queuing your documents for printing. Print spooling. Something else? Something else? Guys, all your hardware devices need to be managed. What were we calling that? We had a word for that, right? Your motherboard, your webcam, your keyboard, your trackpad, your... I can't hear. Device management, you said. I can't hear a word. I can just hear some management louder. No, that is under utility software now. Defragmentation is ordering your files, putting them in an organized manner, managing all the components of your computer. Device drivers, no. Resource management. We were calling it resource management. Managing your resources. Then guys, managing your RAM, what were we calling it? Memory management. Memory management. Okay. Can you answer the next one also? Give two security features. We just answered it a little while ago. Passwords, biometric, firewall. Can you answer that also? Everybody, boys behind. Okay. Error handling, print spooling, resource management, memory management. Okay, so over here, what did we write? Biometrics. Biometrics. Firewall. Password. PIN. All these work there. Bond. That comes under biometrics. Now, Face ID is a brand name. You say biometric. Okay. Or facial recognition. Patty is considering upgrading the operating system on her PC. Explain two factors that she should consider before upgrading. Exactly. You know what he just said? When you're upgrading your operating system, boys, you need to ensure that your current hardware devices are compatible with the new operating system, right? Your current hardware, the amount of RAM you have, the amount of storage you have, the graphics card you have, is it compatible with the new operating system? This is factor number one. Will it work with the new operating system? Let's note that down. Are the current hardware components compatible? Are the current hardware components or devices, are the current hardware devices in her PC compatible with the new operating system? Give me another factor. She needs to also ensure she has enough storage space, right? Boys, girls, everyone. She should also check and make sure she has enough storage space. Okay. She should check if she has sufficient storage space to store the upgraded OS. Something else? We can also talk about the current application software. Will the current apps she has, will the current app she has work with the upgraded OS? Will the current app she has work with the upgraded OS?